Hey, how you guys doing? I just want to do a quick recap for you guys. 4 for 4 today, all green. So it was a good day for me. Ended my trading pretty much 15 minutes into the market. So I'm going to go over all those with you. But really quickly beforehand, I just want to share with you guys. I broke 100 subscribers. Woo woo! My life is now complete. So thank you to those of you who follow and give me feedback. I really appreciate it. Motivates me to keep making these videos, and I'm glad the 104 of you that are subscribed like the content. So again, if you like the videos, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you like, what you want. If there's something I do that you don't like or something that I do that you like, let me know. So that being said, we're jumping to the trades. My main watch today was Tesla. Tesla was gap down stock on earnings. The big news, I had really strong conviction in this trade because of fundamentals, right? Fundamentals can really inform your technical trading. In the case of Tesla, last quarter, they had gangbusters like quantities of cars sold, right? But those earnings didn't get reported till this report. And unfortunately, despite selling a huge number of cars, they still lost a significant amount of money. So that made everybody super bearish in the stock. So this was my main watch today. So going into it, I knew I was going to take a short. The matter was, what was my entry going to be? I was worried, not worried, but I was thinking that it was possibly going to continue higher to these previous resistance areas from the pre-market up here. So I was going to, I'm sorry, that's the opening. So let me delete that. Let me zoom out here really quick. So there we go. Here's all the pre-market action. So I was thinking that it might possibly go back up to these pre-market levels to test before it continue back down lower, right? Because people are getting not people getting short, but shorts covering, and people just getting squeezed out who try to get short too early. The stock could pop, it could rip on the open, even though it's a gap down. So with that being said, I was trying to be cautious and slow with getting in my entries, but just kind of reading the tape. It was opening at VWAP. It pushed up to VWAP. See, you see my initial trade here. I was a little anxious, got short. I saw I wasn't ready to continue lower, got stopped out initially. But that was very small size, just a feeler. And then as it pushed back above VWAP, it was stalled up here at this little pivot area right here from this pre-market. And so that being said, I just slowly added to my position. Took a small feeler as it was stalling out and holding, added some more. On the way back down through VWAP, added some more. I was just breaking this previous 1 minute candle's low, added some more. And then I just started covering it to the wash. These covers, a little too early, right? But you have to realize these are dollar moves, right? That's $1 right there. This little chunk right there doesn't look like much on the chart, but that's $1. So I'm very quick to take my profits, especially when it's that kind of size. So again, just quickly started taking off my position, took a cover, took a cover, took a cover as it went down here lower. And then this is something I'm really happy about. I just held my a portion of my position just to kind of ride it lower. And as I saw it do this weak bounce and rounding consolidation, I went back short. I added back, right? Trading around the core is an idea that some of these more advanced traders who you see on YouTube do. I'm trying to sort of emulate that a little bit. So I added back, and then I covered and covered back further into the wash. And I got a pretty good bottom ticks on it, right? I covered it as it got closer to this support resistance area. And then I was done with the trade. I made my money on it. So that was Tesla. Next one we'll go over is PayPal. PayPal I'm not too happy with because I obviously could have traded it much better. So PayPal, I took it short here at the open. Gap down stock on earnings. So a lot of good plays today. So you see here the pre-market action here on the 5 minute. And so it was doing this nice consolidation. It kind of flushed down. At this point, I was busy with Tesla. But then it was just doing this nice wedging consolidation underneath VWAP. And then something I really love and I look for is this little rounding kind of sell-off, right? It's not going higher, it's just going lower, but it's just slowly rolling. It's very bearish to me. I've recognized that pattern before. So as I started to get towards the bottom here and I was about to break this consolidation low, before I got there, I went short. So a little predicting. It could have ripped against my face, ripped my face off and gone against me, but it didn't. So went short there. And then just covered into the pop lower. Again, this was what was this, 75 cents? So I'll take that. Obviously, if I had held, it would have gone lower. Something else I'm not too happy with is that I misplayed the bounce, right? I was going to play this bounce off this previous support resistance from the daily that I had drawn out. And it got down there and it bounced nicely, but I was late to get into the bounce. And then I was just too anxious to protect my profits I had on it. And I just stopped myself out. It was a weak bounce, but it was a bounce nonetheless. I could have made some good profits if I was more on my game on this one. So that was PayPal. Happy with the trade, made money on it, but could have done it much better as always. Facebook, this is actually my big regret of the day because I totally just freaking got out too early. I'm just so pissed with myself. Facebook earnings play, but Facebook is all over the news lately with these, congressional investigations and all this nonsense, but positive earnings. But there's a lot of headline risk. Headline risk is the expression for if just a news headline comes, it can flush Facebook either way. It's in the news, right? So it's very risky in that front. So pre-market, yesterday it tried to push and then came back, failed, consolidated, and then this morning, today, it was just kind of holding this mid-range. And then all pre-market this morning, it was just kind of fading lower. So I was very bearish on it going into the morning. That being said, though, at the morning, it did kind of flush down and have this big candle wick push higher, and then this big 1 minute green candle. So I figured, maybe I'm wrong. It looked like it may be forming a bull flag here, right? Like it might be consolidating for a push rip back higher. So I went long. Immediately, I stopped myself out. I wasn't like the price action. I figured I was probably wrong. So then I flipped my position as it started to sell off here. I got short, 2 shorts as it was breaking through VWAP. And then I don't know what the hell I was thinking. As it got towards this pre-market consolidation low area, I took it off. I don't know why. It was stalling there, to be honest. It was stalling, but I had no reason to get out. I had all reasons to stay in for a big move, but that was like a not quite a point, almost a point, like 80 cents, I think, about on average. And but yeah, obviously, as you can see here, it just kept freaking flushing, and I just missed this big move. So I'm kicking myself about this one. I screwed the pooch on Facebook. Made my money, made good money, made almost a point, but still I screwed up. And the next one is ALGN. ALGN is another one where happy, not happy. Not happy because, again, ALGN, a lot of earnings plays today. Huge dump on earnings, right? Huge dump. I was busy with other stocks, so I didn't look to take it lower. But I did have this little support area on the daily. It's 207.51. And also this pre-market low from yesterday area right at 207.51. So seeing that, I wanted to play it for a bounce. I really did. And I got a great entry on the bounce. Great entry. But I chickened out. I let myself get stopped out. Obviously, it went up, but it was starting to pull back against me. And I chickened out. My stop should have been below my entry, or at least at my entry. Not at my entry, a little bit below my entry. You got to give these stocks room to wiggle. So I screwed up the bounce play on this one. I'm really sad because I normally don't do bounces, but I want to incorporate that more into my strategies, into my repertoire, my playbook. But unfortunately, I misplayed it, and the bounce did exactly what I thought I'd do, bounce back up to VWAP. But I am happy that I kept an eye on it. I went up to VWAP, pushed up against it, but it stalled. So I had 1 minute, it stalled out there. Next minute candle didn't push any higher. It was coming back down through VWAP, so I went short at VWAP. To stop here above these candles, pretty wide, but yeah. So I got short of VWAP, and I took just the initial flush down. Obviously, I should have been a little bit smarter and just done a partial, maybe added back on this rejection of VWAP up here and written it down again. But I was very green on the morning so far, so I was just trying to protect my profits. I don't want to give anything back. So that's it. That's my 4 for 4 trades. Green on all 4 of my trades. Obviously, a lot of mistakes. Nobody trades perfectly. I for sure am nowhere near trading perfectly yet in my trading career. But today's a green day. I'm happy about that. Hopefully you guys found some information you found useful. Again, like I said before, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, give me some feedback. And hope you guys had a green day, and I'll see you in the markets tomorrow. Later.